The Girl with the Golden Hair. Our story begins in the early 1800s in Lantern Yard, a small village in England where a young man called Silas Marner lived. He was a weaver and he made beautiful blankets. The people in Lantern Yard thought Silas stole the village priest's money. Silas left the village to start a new life. He had nothing but a few clothes in a bag. Silas walked from village to village for many weeks. Finally, he came to a village called Raveloe. He found a small house in the forest at the edge of the village. The house belonged to the Cass family. Silas worked there for many hours each day. He weaved blankets and became richer and richer. The Cass family was the richest family in Raveloe. They had 2 sons, Godfrey and Dunstan. Dunstan was a bad man, and one day, when Silas was out, he stole Silas's money. The villagers tried to help Silas, but they couldn't find the thief or the money. Every year, the Cass family had a big Christmas party. Their party was famous in Raveloe, and the villagers waited all year for this great evening. Nancy Lummeter would be at the party too. Godfrey was in love with her and wanted to marry her. That afternoon, Godfrey talked to his good friend, Samuel.
Samuel, I'm going to see Nancy tonight at the party. Will you ask her to marry you? I want to, Samuel, but I can't. She doesn't know about Molly. Who is Molly? Molly was my wife, but we're not married anymore. We have a little girl. I give Molly some money for our daughter every month. I don't think Nancy will marry me if she knows that I have got a little girl. Oh, Godfrey, you must tell Nancy about your daughter and about Molly.
Molly was planning to go to the party too. It was a cold and snowy evening, and she walked through the forest to the Cass's house with her little girl in her arms. They walked and walked until Molly was too tired to continue. She stopped to rest and fell asleep in the snow with her little girl next to her. After some time, the little girl woke up. She began to shiver. She tried to wake up her mother, but Molly was fast asleep. The little girl started to walk. She walked alone in the woods for a long time. Suddenly, she saw a light. It came from Silas's home. She could see a fire burning through the window. She opened the door and walked in. Moments later, she was fast asleep next to the fire. An hour later, Silas came back from the village. Even though it was Christmas, he was still very sad about the gold that somebody had stolen from him a few weeks before. He went into his house. The little girl was lying near the fire. Silas looked at her, but his eyes weren't very good anymore. He saw the gold colour of her hair. From far away, it looked like his lost gold.
Oh, is that my gold? Did someone bring it back to me?
Silas ran to the gold and touched it. The gold was soft, like hair. He gently touched it again and looked closer.
Oh, it's a little girl. A girl with golden hair, more beautiful than all the gold coins in the world.
At that moment, Silas Marner felt a great love in his heart. He knew he would never be the same again.